Howdy! Welcome to AmanShadar's Direwolf 20 mod pack in Minecraft, episode 3. We're going to be exploring building a quarry, also maybe manipulating a carpenter to possibly upgrade our packs that I showed you off in the last episode. And yeah, well, let's see. Yeah, I got some berries to collect as well. Like easy food. So just kind of running through and collecting some of my items here while they're growing. Whoops. Luckily none of the packs seems to eat those. Luckily or unlucky, I'm not sure. Also, I did build an adventurers pack, but that one's actually kind of a customizable pack. It doesn't have any blocks that it takes by default, but you can go to the configuration file and add blocks to what it accepts. So kind of a special pack, but I'm thinking it's best used for stuff like story mode type stuff, where people build a world for you to go through and explore like an RPG, which would be kind of cool too, but not really into that right now. So yeah, so it's sitting right here. So really, in my world, since I haven't actually added anything to it, it's actually quite useless. So it's kind of a waste of resources, unfortunately. I did do a little bit of mining and actually found some more diamonds. As you can see now, I'm up to 22 diamonds. So diamonds are no longer extremely rare like they used to be. I can actually build 2 quarries if I really wanted to, but I'm not going to. 1 quarry is plenty to get started with. So, well, let's get started. We're going to need a bunch of iron, 28 to be exact. So let's get to our 28. We're going to need 11 diamonds. We're going to need some gold, which I don't have any refined right now. That's yellowite. Also, I don't know if I showed this off, but this grindstone, it's a good early game grinder, or macerator grinder. I'm not sure what the grinder actually does, but it probably does the same thing. But like a macerator or pulverizer. But it's manually built, manually cranked. So you build a wood gear. You got some colored stone or just regular smooth stone. You got some cobblestone, doesn't matter the color, and then the quartz, nether quartz, Certus quartz, charged Certus quartz, which I think I actually have some charged and some regular, so they're kind of interchangeable, it seems. And then you build a little handle, which is, what is that? Is it a handle? It is not. Maybe lever? No, it's not a lever. Oh, wow. Kinds of different tracks. Interesting. What kind of, was it crank? There it is. It's a crank. Wooden crank. Just some sticks. Quick and easy. Throw that in there. You throw, let's see, we're going to need how many gold? So 4 gold gears total, because 2 become diamond. So that would be 16 pieces. And this actually doubles your input. So really, I only need to grind 8. Just like the macerator doubles, it gives you the gold dust, and then you just click on it and it grinds away. I believe it takes 8 revolutions to grind 1 ore down. So with 8 things at top, obviously it's going to take 64 revolutions to grind these stack of 8. So it's really slow, but it doesn't require any outside source of power. So it's good for beginning game. You can still double your ore output, but it does take a little bit of time to sit here and grind away at it. So we'll get that ground down, and then we will make all our gears that we're going to need. And we're going to need to make a diamond pickaxe, and I believe, is it redstone? Oh, no, well, I'm going to go ahead and get this ground down, and then I'll be right back. Okay, and it'll automatically stop. Whoops. Wow, apparently if you keep pushing at it when it's not got anything, it breaks it. So good to know. But like I said, it's pretty cheap. You just throw sticks in a formation such as that, and you gotta shift plop it on there. And voila. And I got, oh, and apparently it ate one of my gold. Oh, that's no bueno. Well, that or I didn't put enough in there. One of the two. Could be either way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Voila! Gold dust. Why did it only give me one? Huh. That's interesting. Watch, this time it'll give me 2. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Maybe it's a slight glitch, or maybe because my computer is being taxed due to a few things running. Oh, that time it gave me 2. That's weird. But either way, there might be some issues there. I'll throw the excess there. And then we're going to need a lot more sticks. So let's just, we'll just turn this whole stack into sticks. And then we're going to need some stone. So let's, this should be enough. And once the gold gets cooked, and the other thing on the query, I believe it's redstone. PC builder, yep, redstone. Let's grab a piece of redstone. While we're waiting for that to cook, let's build our diamond pickaxe. We can get our wood gears, so we need 7 of them total. Whoops. That way. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And then I want to turn half of them. Actually, they all need to be turned to stone, but I need to get more stone. Okay, good. That's enough. Get our stone gears. It's a rock achievement. And we need to turn all of them into iron gears. Do-do-do-do. Blam. Throw excess parts. Don't need those. Da 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 da. And is it stainless? Now we need to turn 4 of those into gold. 2 of those will go into diamond. And we'll have a quarry. While that's also cooking, I'm gonna make some markers. We want at least 3 markers. But I usually make a few extras just so I have some excess. And we will need some redstone. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So to make markers for these, you make redstone torches. Simple enough. And then make them into landmarks. And then, actually I do want another redstone torch anyway, because that will allow me to see the light, the lasers. Okay, so show you how these things work. So if you want to build a thing, you can link them together. If you want to see where it's going, you can power it and it'll go off 64 in each direction. You can do that, and now see, now you have a square. So then you can put a query next to any one of these markers and it will just query that square. This is how I build my things. Also, along with all of this, we are going to need some place to store items. So I'm going to want some bigger chests. Our gold's done. So let's build these. Doot, 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 doot. Gold gears. Oh, it isn't made of honey. Make them into diamond gears. Shiny. And then we got 2 diamond. We got 3 iron, 2 gold, diamond pickaxe, and a redstone. And then voila, we have a quarry. Maybe, there it goes. Chunk destroyer. There's also a mining block, but I have a tendency to skip that because, well, mining blocks only go straight down. Mining well. and it's all iron. So iron gear, iron pickaxe, and then 6 pieces of iron on each side with it, and that gives you a mining well. But it only goes down straight down 1 block. So if I set it on this block, it would mine that block down to the bedrock, which is kind of cool. But yeah, it's just, in my eyes, just go digging a little deeper, get your quarry, or get your diamonds and build a quarry. Quarries are so much more efficient. They do take quite a bit of power, so we need to find, there's lots of options for power. You can build engines. Redstone engines probably aren't really going to produce enough power for a quarry to be useful. Stirling engines work pretty well, but you do need to use a lot of, usually coal or charcoal. Anything that burns works pretty well. Combustion engines are really good. They're much more potent, especially if you can get the fuel, but I've had a lot of experience of those blowing up on me overall. You can also do an electrical engine, which if you have any kind of electricity coming in, like using solar panels or something, which is very handy later on, especially if you can get to the advanced solar panels. Are those packs in here? Ah, great, they are. So the solar array. So you get a solar panel. Come on. Is it not going to show me? Did I just crash the game? I'm uploading episode 2 to YouTube right now, and apparently my computer doesn't like it. Well, when this comes back, I will be back and I'll see what's going on with it. I'll be right back. Oh, hey, look at that. I tried to run away and it comes back. So yeah, solar panels, you use a generator, electrical circuits, coal dust. This is where that saving that coal is going to come in extreme handy later on. And glass, electrical circuits. Why is this doing this? Just uploading a video should not be taking this much resources. This is odd. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna let that finish uploading and then I will be back, so we don't have these issues going forward. So yeah, I will be back. Figures, every time I try and stop it, it keeps going. So electrical circuit is insulated copper cables with some redstone and iron plates. Iron plates are made with a hammer, wrong button, forge hammer, and then an iron ingot, and you can get iron plates out of it. So it gets kind of complicated to make all the individual little parts, but it's pretty simple overall. But then you can put 8 of these in together with a, what is it, a battery, I think, low voltage battery, to make a low voltage solar panel. So one solar panel puts out 1 EU per tick. So they don't put a lot of power out, but it's free energy. It's kind of nice that way. The solar arrays, the low voltage solar array, produces 8 per tick. So, but it takes 8 regular solar panels and an MV transformer. That's what it is, and it produces 8 EU per tick. So one basically is 8 solar panels in one. Then you get the medium voltage, which you take the medium voltage. Oh, I see what it's doing. I'm clicking the wrong button. So low voltage solar array is 8 solar panels. What is it doing? This is annoying. Let's see. So yeah, 8 solar panels with a LV transformer, and it produces 8 EU per tick. And then you put 8 of these around the MV transformer, which is the medium version, and you get a high voltage, or you get a medium voltage array, and that will put out 32 per tick. And then high voltage is 8 of the medium voltage solar arrays around a high voltage transformer, and that'll put out 128 per tick. So the high voltage put out a lot of power, which is awesome. So those are very handy Apparently there's solar generators and extra utilities. There's all kinds of power options. So those are the solar powered versions. Obviously I don't have anywhere near the resources to build one of these yet. Then you've also got different generators this way. Ender IL, zombie generator, survivalist generator. Not sure what, lava, obviously probably runs on lava. Ender, heated, culinary, potions, solar, TNT, pink generator. I wonder what it runs on. So there's lots of power options. Furnace, survivalist, more generators there. And then you also have another mod. I forgot what it's called. Thermal ones. Dynamos. You got all the dynamos. And these ones are really handy. You got pneumatic, which convert compressed air into redstone flux. Steam requires fuel. It's just kind of like a Stirling engine. Magmatic, so lava. Compression dynamo requires fluid fuel and coolant. So I'm guessing like fuel or oil, things like that. Reactant and enervation. I'm not sure. Fluid fuel also. I wonder what kind of fuel that one specifically takes. Solid reactant, coolant. And then enervation is good for stuff like using redstone. You can put redstone blocks in there and it produces a lot of power, which is, they're pretty neat too. It's raining. At nighttime, can I go to sleep? No. So, lots of different ways to power everything. I usually like to go with the steam dynamos and using a water pump pipe. Do we have water pump pipes? Does not look like it. So we may have to go with an actual water pump. And there's lots of different options for those too, looks like. Well, that's no fun. It's still fun, but that will take some of the power required. So we can build a pump, which of course it's going to lock up on us again while we're doing this. So the water pump requires some empty cells, electronic circuit, a tree tap, a mining pipe, basic machine casing. So it's actually kind of a lot of different items to make that one. Endothermic pump. I wonder what that one does. Let's see what that one does. So the endothermic pump, ender infused obsidian, diamond, I have ender. Yeah, that one's going to be super expensive. So I'm hoping it does more than just pump water. Endothermal pump is a low lag liquid pump designed specifically for lava. When it pumps up a lava source block, it instantly replaces it with a stone and doesn't cause a block update. It also acts as a chunk loader, keeping itself and the bare minimum of chunks loaded in order to pump lava while preventing lighting glitches. Oh, that's interesting. It doesn't eliminate lag entirely, it's the nether, but hopefully it should help if you've been having issues. Mechanically, it functions exactly the same as a Buildcraft pump in terms of power and output. The only major difference is that it must be placed just above the surface level of the lava lake. Although since it can pump through solid blocks, it doesn't need to be directly placed over the lava itself. Note, to prevent griefing, the endothermal pump will by default only work in the nether, but this can be changed in config. So that's kind of cool. That's the thing that I found for those compressed dirt. So that's kind of nifty for later use, but not what we need right now. Let's gather some more cotton because I'm still. Oops. And one thing I have noticed that sometimes these are handy overall if you just go out collecting things, but when you're doing like farming, they're actually kind of a pain because then you got to pull the seeds back out. But if you have a seed in your inventory, it'll just fill that up and you'll be fine. Like if I kept these seeds in here, it would work fine. So what else is in here? Stick those in there. And take the berries out, put them in there. Put the cotton away. Everything else So Digger's got some, but it's probably just some cobblestone or something. Yeah, whatever it was, it's in there now. So, lots of nifty things. Hopefully the rain subsides here shortly, because it's noisy. Excuse me. We do have enough to make a couple more blocks of wool. Since I've already got one. Twitch. Seems like crafting is a little bit delayed right now. Which doesn't make a whole lot of sense uploading a video. It shouldn't be that taxing. So I'm wondering if I've got some other issues going on my computer here. But, yeah, one moment. So, let's see, we want wool. Hey, it sounds like the rain. Oh, no, the game just did that again. So I got the wool, and we want some more string. Alrighty, so now, build another pack. We got the foresters, we got the hunters, miners, and diggers. Miner, digger, forester, hunter. Really, the next one I want is the builders, and I don't have any clay. What Iceman really holds. I'm guessing ice and snow, but is that really useful? Thaumaturge, magic bees. So, yeah, I guess I'll just actually save that stuff for now. Until I can get me some clay. So back to the quarry. We got the quarry, we got the landmarks. Why do I have so many iron ingots? What was I going to make with those? I hate it when I do things like that and forget stuff. Maybe I just miscalculated how many I needed. So we want to make, I'm thinking, dynamo. Steam dynamos work pretty well. Requires a bunch of copper and a redstone transmission coil, so we need some silver, which I'm pretty sure I have some in here somewhere. Up there's some silver. And we need some copper, which copper ore berries. Oh, we already got some copper dust too. Oh, and some actual copper. Oops, no way. Let's cook these. And what do we do with these things? Alrighty, how about you? So 9 of them make a copper ingot. That's all we can do with them. We can smelt them and make copper nuggets. But I think it takes 9 copper nuggets to make an ingot anyway, so it's pointless to smelt them into nuggets. And I can just put them together and make ingots. So I'll put those in there. Different ingots, but that's okay. Okay, and also I'm going to want the Buildcraft pump. That's this one, right? Yeah, BC Factory. Oh, that takes tanks, iron gear. Let's just go with a Buildcraft pump, because we're going to be powering Buildcraft stuff anyways with it. So, a couple tanks are just glass, right? What did I screw up on? Okay, yeah, just glass. We need 2 tanks. And we got some glass around here somewhere, so 2, 3. Build a couple tanks. One moment, I need to go find out what that was. Yeah, my house is a little possessed sometimes. I need to get some silver ore in here. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. Blah, done. Silver dust, cook that up. And what else did we need for the pump? Iron ingots. Bucket. I need 6 of these. That means we're going to need some more iron as well. Luckily, we have plenty. Let's pick up more of those. And I'll be right back when I get those done. So real quick. And also I need to make a bucket, which I'm going to make with tin because I'm not using tin much right now. So I got those, a couple of tanks, one of these, and voila, a pump. So I got a pump to power my dynamo with fluid. Helps to spell it correctly. Goon. This is dynamo. I wonder what it produces. Oh well. So, oh, these have changed. That's a pneumatic one anyways. Okay, hasn't changed. So I need at least 8, 9, 10, 11 copper, silver, and we need, so we got silver, we need some more redstone, and we need, so before we do that, is it transmission coil? Yeah, it's transmission coil. Because there's actually 2 of these. There's a conductance coil as well. So 1 silver, so there's our coil. And then we want 3 copper gears, which are different copper gears: forestry, thermal, forestry, thermal. Okay, so it looks like just the 2. So thermal is just copper around iron, and forestry is copper around stone. So that'll save us some money, or resources, if we use it that way. Get some more stone. How many did we need? We need 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We got 2 wood gears changed into stone gears, and then changed into copper gears. Bonus. Then we want copper. We want a conductance coil. We want other copper. What else did we need? We need this needs to go there, this needs to go there. So if you click on that question mark, it kind of tells you what you need. It's pretty nifty. What did I break? What do I need? Project. Oh, I have extras. Silly. Okay, we have a steam dynamo. Bonus. Okay, we are gonna want, I'm guessing, some pipes as well. I guess we don't really need to. We got a pipe. We need power, so we may need another steam dynamo. Or we just need some power pipes. So let's make... oh, pipes. Pipe. So I usually go with the gold kinesis pipes. Just because they're much better. But it looks like they have a whole bunch of them now. 80 RF per tick. Do I still have some extra gold? So we don't need any of the copper, don't need that, don't need that. We are going to need those. Let's make 4 kinesis pipes. And do we want to? Yeah, we still want to make them out of gold. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll just do 8. Get some glass, which is over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We probably not gonna actually go through that many, but yeah, I'll grind this off camera some. So I got all the items I need. Got a dynamo, got the golden kinesis pipes, pump, quarry, built a diamond chest, which is you just okay, so the diamond chest, you take just 2 diamonds around a gold chest, which is 8 pieces of gold around an iron chest, or you can do glass bricks around a silver, and then which is iron around a copper, or yeah. So these iron chests are great because they have a lot more space in them. So we're gonna go ahead and build our quarry. So I like to build quarries out in water because it doesn't detract. Because quarries make a really big hole. If you like that, great. Sometimes I like digging out a huge hole and then rebuilding a base inside the hole, which is, you know, just different things that we do. So, but I'm going to build this quarry here out in the ocean. And so first one we're going to stick down is one marker, and then I want to put a redstone torch around it, and it'll give me the lasers. So where I can place my next markers. Also, since I'm going to go out in the water, obviously to place a marker you need to have a block that you can put the marker on. You can't just stick it in the water. So what I plan to do is I'll build a kind of a bridge out using the cobble here, and I'll put it on the inside of where I'm going to have my quarry. That way the quarry will just actually dig it back out anyways, and so it won't be, I won't lose anything whatever I place here. Cobblestone's going to be plentiful enough that you don't really need to worry about it, so it's not that big a deal. But I just don't like wasting stuff. Later on in the game, I might put it along. If you put it on the laser itself, it will just destroy it as the quarry builds itself. If you put it directly below the laser, it'll just stay there, which I don't really want. I also like the fact that with the water there, it will put out any lava that it gets to. It just turns it into obsidian, and then you can mine obsidian as well with it. So it's kind of nice that way. Even when I put a quarry on dry land, I'll still put a bucket of water in it so that it'll cover the lava. See, and then right click on that, or in my case space again, and voila, you have a red laser. So now those two are connected. Now we run all the way back over here, and I'm actually, wow, that used a lot of cobble. Should have been about 64 cobble, so maybe a little more because of the extra thing. And we'll do the same thing going that direction. And so I'll be right back when I have that done. Alright, so now we have the other one, and didn't complete a square for some reason, which is abnormal, but maybe it's just confused with how big it is. It might get a chunk of that island over there, but not really an issue. So that's going to be our query size. I like to make max queries 64 by 64. It does take a long time to go through that much distance. It takes about an hour to go through each layer, and that's if it's at 1 per second, 1 block per second, which with the single query, with a single dynamo powering this, it's probably going to take longer. So this is going to be here for a very long time. The problem with digging out in here, I'm pretty much lost that marker because, yeah, that's fallen to the deep. That's why I always produce extra markers. So looks like it's going to be completely out in the water, which is good. So that's that. So now we just need to power the query, and it will start producing us. So we don't need that anymore. So now we want to get these set up. So we need that, and stick the pump there. We may need to block that out, take that out, so that it can drop its pump pipe down. Yep, there it goes. So the pipe's down. So now we just supply power by having the steam dynamo. And we're going to put the steam dynamo next to the pump. Crap, it didn't build the correct way. And I need a wrench to fix that, so I'll be right back. Okay, so a wrench is just a stone gear with 3 pieces of iron in it. And then once you have that, it's already getting dark again. Run over here. You can turn machines, which, oh, I know why. We need a wooden kinesis pipe to actually connect to that. So yeah, I'll be back after that. So a wooden kinesis pipe is built the same way as the gold ones. Two blocks of wood around a piece of glass, and then that makes the wooden pipes, which, as you can see, you make 8 at a time, and then a block of redstone, or some redstone. See, voila, now it connects. So you need the wooden ones to actually connect to pipes. It extracts them basically. And so now we throw some charcoal in here, and it should just work. I'll probably need a lever to turn it on. For now, I should be able to throw this on there. Maybe that work? No. And I've got some cobble here though. And voila! Still not working. That there. No? Does it need water in it? To start up? Oh yeah, because it needs steam. There it goes. Haha! Whoa! Okay, yeah. Yay, success! Wow, that actually produces quite a bit of power. And it filled itself right up, so it's powering both quite quickly. Very nice. And so it shoots out all these things to produce the frame. It's kind of neat to watch. Whee! Tossing all this stuff. See, there's the other side of the frame. It just takes a long time for it to drop on it. It's already building the top layer here. And now it waits for everything to fall into place. And it actually stopped producing power. Interesting. I've never seen. That might be one of the updates. Hopefully it doesn't explode while it's waiting. Waiting for all that stuff to fall, so clear off in the distance. Hopefully the resolution, I know the resolution's recording high enough, it just doesn't seem to actually fully work. And poof! Whoa! And there it goes! Connecting, and it automatically throws everything in this chest here. I will later update this to have a stone pipe. Ooh, that's red. Okay. Have a stone pipe coming out. So you have all these different pipes in Buildcraft, which is pretty handy. I'm not entirely sure what that APR is, but obviously it has something to do with the bees. So a wooden transport pipe is what you use to extract things with. You can hook them up to like a redstone engine, and it'll pull pipes out of chests and stuff. Cobblestone, stone, and quartz pipes are general transport pipes. You just hook them all together. They won't connect to each other, so you can have multiple pipes next to each other that you don't want to like interconnect. You can use them that way. Iron pipes will route an item. It'll send it one direction and block on the other direction. So if you have multiple pipes coming in, and then you want them all to go one direction toward like a chest, you can do that. Golden pipes just speed the items up, makes them go faster, and diamond pipes actually sort items. It's got a little GUI on it that you put different items in. It'll send the different items in the different directions that you tell it to. Obsidian pipes just sucks up items from the world, which is great if you want to just come in and you toss a bunch of items at a chest. It'll automatically suck them up. Lazuli pipes put a color on them, and then you can use I think it's this one, the Mzuli transport pipe, and it will send the colors that you send down. Sandstone apparently only connects to other pipes, so if you want to run pipes next to some chests or something but you don't want it to actually connect, that's what you use there. Oh, so Lazuli paints item, Dizuli routes the painted items, so that's what it is. So I don't know what the Mzuli does. Gate controlled extraction pipe. And then stripes transport, you got it. Some of these pipes I've never actually used, some of these are new. And then the fluid versions of all the same pipes. Void pipes destroys items. I see a void pipe around here. There it is. So if you have like a massive amounts of cobblestone you don't want to save anymore, you can use these. You can just use like a diamond transport pipes to sort them into the void pipe, and it just destroys it, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. Then you got all the kinesis pipes. So cobblestone, stone, quartz, and yeah, so those ones are the regular transport, obviously different amounts, so quartz is going to be transporting a lot more power. Wooden pipes will accept up to 320 RF per tick, so it looks like you'd need two of those to put one of those in. Gold ones can produce a lot more, and there's very little loss, so that's why I like gold ones. Obviously you can downgrade the amounts of pipe using that. Diamond It's just a high-end pipe. If you got a lot of power going through, you'd use those. Same thing with emerald. They're pretty high, but not as high as those. And it's an input, so maybe so it's like wooden, but for higher powers. Only connects to other pipes. Same thing. Cobblestone structure pipe. This is just like a support pipe. So lots of options with pipes, and you can see, oh, algae. Interesting. I'm already getting lots of different items in here, and right now it's only going to be the top few layers of all the sand and some cobblestone probably. That might be in just what I had already used, but I'd put into it. So this is probably what it's actually really dug up. So, and that will keep going as long as I have, whoa, that's used already a lot of charcoal. So a good thing I like to do is I will put a hopper with a chest above this, which will automatically fill it. So let's go do that. Things are growing pretty fast lately. I really miss my magnet. Makes collecting things so much faster. But yeah, I'll go ahead and actually end the episode here. It's getting pretty long. So, zombie. Zombies have been playing with my field here a bit. And yeah, we'll monitor our query, get some new items that way, and not sure what we'll do next time, but we'll figure something out. So episode 3 signing or ending. Have a good day.